Juan Soto just signed a historic 15-year, $765 million contract with the New York Mets, which amounts to the largest contract in sports history by far, eclipsing the $700 million pact Shohei Ohtani signed with the Dodgers last winter. But believe it or not, that astronomical number is genuinely not really the shocking part, as amid Minnesota sweepstake chaos, reputable reports emanating from those in the know, including John Heyman, who gets his information directly from Scott Boras, were saying weeks ago that the numbers were getting above $700 million. So the question is then, if the deal was not the shocker, then what was? Well, as you know, the four teams most in the mix were the Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, and Blue Jays, all of whom also had a meeting with Juan. But he started to dwindle the teams down to just the New York ones earlier this week, as they were the only ones willing to go to 15 years. And reports were rampant that the Mets owner Steve Cohen would not be outbid even if the dollar amount became obscene, as he was determined to flex his wallet, so that the Met fan was in good hands with him at the helm. So with that said, you would surmise that once it got down to a blinking match with he and Hal Steinbrenner, Steve would eventually win out, as he wouldn't blink until the number got to $1 billion, in which Hal would bow out well before that. However, that reportedly was not the case, which brings us to the climatic, shocking part of the deal. John Heyman reported that the offers offered $760 million, but for 16 years, not the 15 years for $765. So just a minimal difference, $5 million apart, and for one extra year. Minimal difference, obviously. So in essence, he chose the little New York Mets instead of the big bad New York Yankees. But why? It begs the question, why? Well, the Mets are clearly on the come, as it was backed up by the resurgence of a year they had concocted in 23, led by mercenary players like Luis Severino, Sean Manaea, and Jose Iglesias. However, two of them are free agents right now, as Francisco Lindor and Pete Alonso are really the only two big-name stars on the squad, so inserting a future Hall of Famer is ideal to say the least. And you could see his appeal to wanting to be the final piece to a championship squad. But the retort if you're a Yankee fan is, well, we were just in the World Series, with you being the catalyst along with one of the best players, arguably the best player in all of ball, and Aaron Judge, and we offered you essentially the same dollar figure. Not to mention, we're the best franchise in all of sports with 27 championships to show for it, so why choose the Mets? Why choose little brother? If you don't find this fascinating, man, you should click off, because it's fascinating to me, as we all pontificated. They did go to the squad who offered the most money, which we surmised would be the Mets, but not just by $5 million. So the fact Juan still chose the New York squad for that little amount of money difference begs so many other questions, with the most prominent question in my opinion: are the New York Mets now the team, the squad, the team in New York as it pertains to baseball? Have they eclipsed the Yankees because of this deal? I mean, I find it fascinating. Alright, stay tuned, because this won't be the last video this offseason with Juan Soto involved, as reports start to circulate in the aftermath of this deal. But for now, thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, please do me a favor and consider subscribing, and peace out.